Hello everyone, welcome back. You are watching Anu's Academy's model exam series discussions. This is paper 5, section A. We are going to see. Anu's Academy is the teaching and learning wing of Benevolent Innovations Private Limited. So without delay, let's get into the discussion. This model paper 5 is based on the 2017 ICSE Class 10 computer application paper. So this is actually modified according to the new pattern followed from 2023 board exams. So the new pattern here, two sections are there. Section A consists of 40 marks, two questions. Question 1 with 20 MCQs and question 2, 10 2-mark questions are there. And in section B, there are out of 6 programming questions given, you have to do 4 programming questions, 15 marks each. So the first question, the mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and behaviors of the parent object in Java is option C, inheritance. We inherit from our ancestors. Same way, the classes, the derived classes, inherit from the superclasses or parent classes. The number of bytes occupied by char data type. See, Java uses the Unicode system. So in Unicode system, everything, minimum 16 bits is the minimum value, the storage. So 2 bytes. Option B, 2 bytes. With the correct difference between slash and percentage operators. Okay. So that slash, that is for division, right? Percentage is used to find the remainder, modulus operator. So the option A. The number of bytes occupied by int data type integer, it is 4 bytes. Option C. So here, string array is given with Samsung, Nokia, Sony, Micromax, and Blackberry. What will be the output of the following statement? Okay, system.out.println x of 3 dot length. Okay, so here x of 3. So the index value in an array starts from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3. X of 3 is micromax. So micromax, the length of it. So length is the total size of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is option B, 8. So the same question, what is from the same array, what is the output of a given statement? That println x of 1. X of 1 is 0, 1, Nokia. So option B again, it is Nokia. The keyword used to call a package in a program. We import packages. So the keyword is option A, import. Identify the reference data type. So over here, long, double, array, and float are given. Long, double, and float are primary data types, primitive data types. So the array is collection of similar primitive data type elements. So it is a reference data type. It points to the memory location where the first element is available in the memory. So option C, array. The data type and the value of RES after the following statements are executed. So here we have that given a character CHT and character dot to uppercase of CH. Over here, this question is not very clear, but we are going to convert it to the uppercase capital T using, and this is already should have been already declared. So over here, if you see, it is int type and value is 84. This is the answer we are getting. Give the output of the following program segment. Okay, so here cat CH is given as F, integer M is CH, M is equal to M plus 5. So M, integer M is CH. We are taking the integer value of F. Capital A is 65, so F will become 60, 70. So 70 plus 5, 75. So now we are printing M and then a space and CH. CH is F. It is option B, 75. Yeah, 75 repeat. Given double R is equal to math dot absolute value of math dot min of minus 2.83 comma minus 5.83. So first we have to see the inner brackets. So the innermost one, math dot min of minimum value of two negative numbers over here. So you see from the number line and it goes to the left, minus 1 is greater than minus 2. So minus 2 is smaller compared to minus 1. So minus 5 is smaller. So minus 5.83 is the minimum value. And the absolute value of that is 5.83. So only the value, irrespective of the sign, is given by the absolute function. So option A, 5.83 is the answer. Given double R is equal to math dot square root of math dot floor of 16.3. So over here, math dot floor of 16.3 will give 16.0, right? So 16, you can take it. So now math dot square root of means square root of 16 is 4. Square root, it itself is a double. As well as it is clearly given, R is double. So it is 4.0. Option B, 4.0. Difference between the scanner class functions next and next line. The next, it gives a single word and the cursor is placed in the same line. That next line, till you manually enter, that is, give the next line character, it will accept the values and the cursor will wait in the next line. Okay, so option C is the answer for that. Next can get a single word, but next line can include multiple words. Space is allowed in next line. Write the output of the following. Yes, string S today is test. System.out.println of S dot index of T. So T, just index of T. Where you find the T at first? In 0th position. So option A, 0 is answer. Output of the following. Today is test. But over here, system.out.println S dot substring of 0, 7. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't take the last value. It is in up to n minus 1. So today then there is a space holiday. Today holiday is the answer, option B. Okay, so the next for the two questions, we have to see this. Okay, it's given int I is equal to 3, I less than or equal to 4, I plus plus for int, this is inner loop. J is equal to 2, j less than I, j plus plus, system.out.print space. It's just printing space in the same line. And then it goes out and in the outer loop, it prints win. Okay. So what will write out? Okay. So output, that is the second question. So first one is how many times does the inner loop execute? So very quick. quickly see this. See, for the first time, I is equal to 3. So, I less than or equal to 4. So, that is true. So, when I is equal to 3, in the first time, j is equal to 2. So, j less than, that is, j is 2. Implies 2 less than 3, that is true. So, it goes and prints just a space. Instead of space, I am giving a, okay, that will, yeah, just a space, line I am giving over here. This is output. It is printing. And then it waits in the same line, right? It comes out of the inner loop and it goes and prints bin. Okay. So now it goes to the outer loop second time. I is equal to 4. See, I less than or equal to 4. So till again it is true. So now inner. So inner loop actually like exact number is, if you can continue from the first one, it is the second time. And for this outer loop, this is the first time. So j is equal to 2. This 2 less than 4, which is true. So what does it does? It goes and prints a space. And we have j value again. So inner loop executes. The next time j is equal to 3. 3 less than 4, that is true. So one more space is printed and it exits. It goes to the outer loop. Okay. So in the outer loop, we have got bin. Okay. So output is, it will look like this. Suppose if it is the starting, that end of the screen, you will have win and with the space win. Okay. So this is going to be the output. So how many times the inner loop executes? It executes 3 times. In the outer loop for I is equal to 3, 1 time. When I is equal to 4, 2 times. So it total executes 3 times. Answer D. Output of the program segment, it is C. Over here you could see win, right? So this is the original one. If you come from here, there is a space win, space, space, win. Okay. So option C, win. Output of the following program segment. Okay. Again over here, I've got the string application. Integer p is equal to s dot index of a. A is 0. Index of a is 0. Okay. So this gives 0. So output p plus s. 0 application. So option C, 0 application. What will be the output of the following program segment? Okay. We have got string program. Okay. String is program and s dot index of s dot caret 4. So what is this caret 4? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Caret 4 is R. So the whole thing is R. So a start index of R. This is what is going to be printed. So this is a start index of R, 0, 1. So this is what is the answer to be printed. So it is option C, 1. What will be the output of the following program segment? Okay, so you have got A is equal to 5, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 0. A greater than B or A not equal to B. It's true. So what you are doing? Plus plus A. So like 5 is incremented and then it is used. So it becomes 6 plus minus minus B. 6 plus 1, 7. Okay. So the value of 7, C becomes 7. So A is, that is, I will write it here, C is equal to 7. So A is incremented. So A become 6 after this one, and B becomes 1. So when you are printing it, you write 7 and a null space, 6A and a null space 1. 761. Option B is the answer. Okay, we have completed the question 1. So now moving on to the question 2. Name the operators listed below. The first one is less than, that is the comparison operator. You can write less than, you can just write it less than and then comparison operator, then plus plus, that is increment operator, that is the unary operator. Next one is the um, and, that is a logical operator, and ternary operator, the last one. In the two ways of invoking functions, describe them with an example. Okay, so over here, you can like two ways. This call by value and call by reference. So you can tell uh, like example they have asked. So example you have to give. So the explanation is just up to you. But if you are giving the explanation, it is a plus. So you can tell it works with primitive data type. That is, actual values are passed as arguments in function call. The call by reference works with reference data type. The class object is passed as argument during the function call. Okay, and original value remain unchanged in the call by value. The original value is permanently changed in the call by reference. Arguments are copied to the working or the formal parameters and worked upon. That is why the original values remain unchanged. Here, the memory location is accessed and we are working on that memory location. And here the operations are carried out on duplicate values. Operation carried out on the original values. It's a kind of repeated point. Functions using call by value, they are normally called as the pure functions, as the original values are preserved. See, all the primitive data type like we use in the call by value, and the reference data type we use in the call by reference. Exception is string. The strings are immutable. And string is a reference data type, but act as it uses call by value. Functions using call by reference are termed as impure functions because the original values are permanently changed. Okay. See here we can just have a simple example. Okay. Yes. So public swap. What is the class name? So public void swap test INDA, INDB. So it is a primitive data type. You are passing the parameters. Okay, some values. Then you have like you no need to write it in full. Just show it. A public void swap ref swap SWC. Swap is the class name and that object. I'm just showing that. Okay. So now in the public static void main, inside that, uh, swap sp and creating object, new swap object creation is done. Swap ref. See, when during this, the second method is called. That is, this sp points to this SW. When it is called, this SW points to the same memory location by SP, where that object is stored, and that object is being whatever included in that object is being used, and that is the object is passed. And call by value sp dot swap test 5 comma 2, some original values are passed. See in that integer a and b, that 5 and 2 are stored and they are worked upon. Okay, so this is regarding the call by value and call by reference. Get the output of the following program segment and also mention the number of times the loop is executed. Okay, so here we have been given. So when you are given all these things, you just start like this. Given, given a is equal to 6 comma b is equal to 4, and a less than so the first iteration a is equal to 6, b is equal to 4, a less than or equal to 24, that is true. Okay, if 6 percentage 4, that is equal to, it is 2, which is not equal to 0. So, false. Okay, so it doesn't enter. So again, it goes for second time. Then what happens is, after this, we have to go to the update statement. So here the update statement A is equal to A plus 6. We have got A is 6. A is equal to A plus 6. That is equal to A is equal to 6 plus 6. Yeah. So now A is equal to 12. B is equal to 4. Again, A less than or equal to 24. Now, 12 percentage 4. So we don't have the remainder, right? That is 4 3s are 12. So that is equal to 0. So it becomes true and it exists. So it exists. Fine. So the loop executes 2 times. The output will be we just print the value of A. So it is just 12. A is not updated. Okay. So it is output of the following code. Okay. In here, we'll write it in the slide itself. You can write given string A is equal to 26, B is equal to 100. So D is equal to that is equal to, you have 26 plus string 100 plus string 200. See, all are string concatenation, that is equal to, we have got 26100 This is the string we have got. Okay, so now this gives integer dot parse int of, so you can write x is equal to integer dot parse int of a is 26. So it gives x is equal to 26. Similarly, integer dot parse int of string 100, that gives y is equal to 100. Now d is equal to d is equal to 26 plus 100, that is equal to 126. Okay, so the output will be, make sure how it is given, you have to write result 1 is equal to capital D is 26100,200. Result 2 is equal to small d 126. Okay, and output of the following. See, today is given today's test. So what is the last index of t? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so the output will be, first you print the value 9, and system.out.println s dot substring of 0. 0 means it starts from 15 and there is no 1 given. So the whole thing, today's test, and there is a space there. Today's test. Okay, constructor and function. Okay, see, construction and function or method you can write. Right. So you can, if you see the parameter, what is the purpose of it? Okay, 1 second. Yeah, it will be visible. So, like you can tell, this method is a group of Java programs to avoid the redundancy, and to obtain the abstraction, we are using it. And constructor, it is used to create instance of a class. That is for creating the objects we are using. And method should have a return type. It can be void or any valid Java data type. And constructor doesn't have a return type. A name of the function, any valid name, like we have the naming rule, it can be of any valid name except the class name. But the constructor, it has the same name as of the class. It cannot have any other name. Okay. And when it is called, see, the methods are called whenever it is required. And the constructors are called at the time of object creation, only at the time of object creation. Java expression of the following: a x power 5 plus b x power 3 plus c. It should be a double value by the end because you are going to use the math formula over here, right? So you no need to include unnecessarily any extra variables and all, because if it is, suppose if it is given y is equal to, you can mention double y is equal to. Unless and until it is not given, you can just write down, but don't forget the semicolon. So it is a into. If you are simply giving a dot, system won't understand. A into math dot power of x comma 5 plus b into asterisk star. It has to be given. Math dot power of x comma 3 plus c. Why the object, the next question, why the object is called an instance of a class? Okay, see, object, uh, constructors are used to create the object. Okay, so this object is a like bundle of related state and behavior. In that, see, any object, it will have some state and behavior. See, behavior, how it interacts with other objects, state the value that it contains at a specific time. And class is, you can tell class is a blueprint or prototype from which the objects are created. An instance is a single and unique unit of a class. So by creating object, we allocate memory in storage for, or that is what we are creating an existence. We are creating an instance of the object. Okay, that is why object is called as the instance of a class. Okay, see, when we are all objects, anything in the world can be like classified into living and non-living objects. So we belong to the living objects. See, we occupy some space in this world, right? For standing, depending on our height, length, and we have particular values and how we behave with character and state. We have similarly in this world we have some existence. Similarly, in the system's memory, we create an existence, that is instance of the memory we create for using this object. Convert the do I loop into for loop. Here int I is given, d is equal to 5. Do d is equal to d into 2. You are printing that, and I plus plus. See, you have initialization outside the loop, and then you have the updation as the last one, and then comes the testing condition. So when we are converting it to for loop, either you can give this I is equal to 1 outside also, or just INTI you can have, but you can initialize inside the for loop also. But D, it is an extra one. You cannot initialize any variables. Sorry, you cannot declare any variables inside the loop. That is inside the body of the loop. So for D is equal to 5, int I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, I plus plus. So D is equal to D into 2, system dot out dot println D. That's all, right? So the last question, what is the value of x1 if x is equal to 5? See, this is one common question you will be seeing in all the question papers, that similar type of question, that expression evaluation. So given x is equal to 5, x1, that is plus x. What happens? In the memory, 5 value is incremented. So 5 plus 1, and that value is taken over here. Minus x plus plus. Now this, what is the value of x in the memory? It is 6. That is taken first, and then it goes to the memory bar and increments that. So 6 is taken for process, and then it is incremented by 1. Now again minus 6. So now in the memory 7 is there. 7 is processed first. 7 minus 1, and that is taken for taken into the process. So 6 minus 6 becomes 0 plus 6, that becomes output as x1 is 6. Okay, so with this we have come to the end of section A. So in our next video, we will be discussing the section B questions. I suppose you understood it clearly.